Okay, we've gone through the history of this plant. We've shown you what kind of pots it should be grown in. We've shown you how to grow the stevia. Now let's show you how to harvest the stevia. For most people, for everybody, they harvest the stevia by taking a leaf. And what's really fun, especially fun for children, is to take the leaf and just stick it in your mouth. You gotta chew it up, really, really chew it up. And then just about now, it starts to ooze its sweetness. This is much, much, much stronger than sugar. It's very, very sweet. And then you can swallow the leaf. The other thing that people do is they brew a tea and then they take these leaves and they put them in the bottom. Sometimes it's nice to mash them up a little bit. They put them in the bottom of the cup. Then they pour the very hot tea water on top, and the stevia leaves sweeten the tea in a beautiful way. So you can do those two things with the fresh leaves. You can also make the stevia powder. You see it in the stores. It's under the name Stevia. And the way that you get powdered stevia is you let the leaves dry on a screen or something like a screen where there's air availability from the bottom and from the top. This is an old screen that went into old-fashioned windows that took screens like this. It even comes with its own set of spider webs. Then you take these leaves and you have to put them someplace where the wind isn't going to blow them, and they really don't need to be in any kind of sun. Light is fine, but sun is not so good for these leaves. We're now in the back end of our garage, and we're gonna take these leaves on the screen and place them on this rack. And depending upon the weather, whether it's humid or dry, it should take about 4 weeks, maybe longer, maybe less, and the leaves will turn completely white. You have to be careful when you remove them because they come apart into tiny, tiny flakes very easily. So think about that when you go to finally place the leaves in. I would put them in a screw-top glass jar, and they'll keep for months, if not a whole year. So this is how you harvest your stevia leaves in order to make the powder. The fresh leaves are good for brewing tea, and the fresh leaves are good for just chewing off the plant. The fresh leaves also make a delightful condiment for a fruit salad. I hope you've enjoyed learning a little bit about stevia and how to grow it, how to harvest it. One last word. You can bring the stevia plant in the fall before a frost hits it and grow it as a house plant throughout the winter months. It needs a good sunny window, and you should be very aggressive about trimming it so that it doesn't get leggy. You cannot trim it enough so that it would hurt the plant, and you can trim down to say here on these plants. So if you want to have stevia all year long, you can do that. The one caution that you have to understand is you cannot let the stevia dry out in your home because the plant will be dead if it dries out. Stevia is a really neat plant. It's a really neat plant to introduce to children, and it's a great food supplement, food enhancer. Remember, stevia is much, much stronger than sugar. It has no carbohydrates and it has no sugar. So it's great for a number of people with various health challenges. Again, hope you've enjoyed Harvesting History's series on the stevia plant. If you have enjoyed this video, please come to our website, www.harvesting-history.com, where you can purchase heirloom, non-GMO vegetables, flowers, and herbs. Please like, subscribe, and share with your friends our channel. On the left side of your screen, there is our most recent video, and on the right side of your screen is one of our playlists. We are Harvesting History, seeding the future.